Ah, it's very easy to say you should just work, 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 work as hard as you can. Just forget everything else. If you're choosing your career, that means you're not choosing everything else, which is true. If you really want to be great, that means you're only choosing the end goal over everything else you have right now, or everything else that can distract you from getting to that end goal. But when you watch these guys, when you hear them talk, it's like they are in a position where they can tell you, oh, work hard and you will be successful. You'll be one of the greats. But really and truly, you're just seeing their end goal. So it's like, what did you have to do? How do I know that you really worked as hard as you say you did? Which, of course, their success just completely flattens everything that I'm saying. But it's like it's something you're never going to see. So for a regular person, people on Instagram, people who are in university, or they call it college nowadays, or sixth form, people who are under 20 or between that 20 to 30 range, what actually gives you the right to tell me work hard or just focus on the goal and not anything else? What gives you that right? How do I know that you're actually working hard? If anything, when that camera turns off, you could go straight to sleep until the next day. Who knows? But when I say work hard, I mean just work hard. Because when you talk to these people who are in the industry that you want to be in, you're going to need some form of credibility that I've done this, I've done that, I have experiences in this place, I have experiences in this industry, or no, even it doesn't have to be an industry, it doesn't have to be work experience, but you have to be able to resonate with other people who worked hard to get to where they are. And when you watch a lot of these people, they tell you to work hard and they give you these books to read. And it's like, oh my days, if I read those books, I'm going to be an alpha male. Like, I hate that shit. I hate it. That alpha male red pill, oh my gosh, it's so insufferable because that's not real life. Of course, it may look like real life because it's on Instagram, it's on social media. When those cameras turn off, these guys are regular people. Like, they be getting bitched around like it's nothing. Women control these guys' minds. They all try to promote that, yeah, you should have a lot of women. You should be on a yacht. You should be in Miami. Bro, talk to them when the cameras are off and just see how that is. Ask them, how is it working out for them? And you'll see. But I'll share with you guys my experience of working hard. When you see these videos, a lot of these guys will tell you to read several different books, but one book that is popular amongst all of these guys, I need a drum roll for this because, oh my gosh. Dum, dum, dum. The 48 Laws of Power. Everyone and their mom has suggested to read the 48 Laws of Power. And I've read it, and I think it's a very good book. However, you do have to be in a position of power to actually be able to use these laws in person. For example, if you want to use them in real life, you should have like a significant job, like a job of superiority, like a director or a manager, and you want to climb the corporate ladder. Or if you're a musician, you should be a famous musician, I'd say, or a famous actor, or a famous influencer, because you're in an environment where people are going to be around you and people are going to want to take advantage of you. So reading this book for those guys It's good. My opinion on this book, if you're not one of those things and you are a college student, a university student, sixth form, just a normal person, regular job, regular lifestyle, I think this is probably the most unethical guide to being a narcissist. That word gets passed around a lot. That word narcissist, because people don't truly know what it means. But if you read this book and you don't look at it as with such a linear perspective, you would know that everything in here only revolves around you. It's like, it's just how can I make myself superior to this person? How can I dominate this person? And you just never look into yourself. You're just so focused on other people and their mannerisms and how they are and who they are that you don't focus on who you are and what you want to do and who you want to be for yourself. You just focus on how can I be a certain person for certain people to get in a position of power. The books that you should be reading, as I was saying, I went off topic a little bit, but as I was going to explain to you, my version of working hard, like when I realized that I have to work hard, was when my teacher told me to read this textbook right here. Me and this textbook have beef. Like, if this textbook was a person, it would have been one round straight knockout, 30 seconds. I would have demolished this guy because there's things that we went through. I wanted to kill him. Anyway, the reason why it showed me that I have to work hard is because I had never thought of reading a whole textbook. A textbook is always known as just a reference for the work that you're already doing. If you want to know how to know a certain topic or you want to understand the topic better, go to the textbook, do the questions, you'll understand that topic better. But reading the whole thing, that's something else. And at the start, my teacher had told me that do not book another meeting with me until you have finished this textbook. Those words, they sent me into the cave of just being locked in. At first, it took everything out of me to just finish the first 2 pages. Every time I'd open this book and start reading, I would sleep like it was that bad. I was like, how am I going to finish this whole 400, 500 page textbook when I can't even read 1 page? Like, it's just so tiring. And just continuing to persevere taught me patience, taught me resilience, that no matter what, I knew in the back of my mind, I'm going to finish this textbook and I'm going to book that meeting with this guy. I'm going to show him, yo, I finished this fucking textbook. And I did. And I booked the meeting with him tomorrow. But it was so bad that when I was reading this textbook, the textbook itself told me, do not read this book front to back. And that made me realize, wow, am I limiting myself if I read this textbook? Or am I just getting ahead of everybody else? People that don't read this textbook, people that actually do all the questions. And it was a moment where I realized, okay, it's not about listening to what this person says, because this person, maybe that's what he thinks works. But I can't say it doesn't work if I don't try it. So I said, fuck that. I'm going to read this whole thing. And it took me months and months and months and months and months, about 3-4 months until I actually finished it. But in the end, I came out with much deeper knowledge of statistics and quantitative economics, and it's helped me throughout my whole course, or throughout both modules, or some of my modules at uni. It's helped me understand them better, and it's taught me other skills. Like I said, patience, resilience. What's another skill you get from that? I don't know, but it's taught me some skills that now I go out of my way to find books about, let's say I have an essay to write. It's normal that you should read books. Obviously, in this day and age, it's just way easier to use ChatGPT. But now, I'm like, you know what? Let me get a book. I'm going to read it. If it's about this topic, let me get this book, read it, and reference it. And now that's what I do for my essays. Think I would have done that if I didn't read this book? No. Now I even reference books that I've read when I'm having conversations with people. I'm talking to somebody who's a consultant. I'm referencing the 48 Laws of Power, actually. But yeah, my point is that this book just taught me what it means to actually work hard. And it just showed me a fraction of what everybody else does. And it's like, if this is not even a fraction of what it means to be successful, what more am I supposed to be doing that I don't know? This teacher told me that, hey, a fraction of guys are reading this book. All your competition, they've read this book. So what more is there that I can do that I don't know, that I'm not doing, and that I should be doing? You know? So my point is, just work hard. Work hard, work hard, work hard. In the next few episodes, I'm going to get into more detail about the ethics, but because when you work hard, it's like you also lose a sense of yourself, and you tend to slowly lose a memory of what you are and who you are and who you want to be, and like the type of person you want to be, what you want to do. You forget your values and your morals. You just focus on the work. But that's a very deep topic. But for now, I'll tell you right now, in this day and age, if you want to be successful, work. Just work. Work. Learn. Speak to people. Don't stay in the house. Don't stay in the house. Go outside of your house. Explore the world. Explore different opportunities. Try out new things. Create different things. Be yourself and just work. It's a lot to do at once, but that's just what's necessary. It's necessary. It's much harder to be successful now because everybody's trying to be successful. Everybody's watched the same things. Everybody's read the same books. Everybody wants to be in the same industries. So to really separate yourself, it's getting harder and harder and harder. And if it's getting harder and harder to separate yourself, what can you do to actually separate yourself? Work harder and harder and harder. And it's very unethical. Like I said, it's very unethical. But that's what it takes. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. It takes that and more. It only takes that and more because the results are that and more. Way more. The results of working hard. Way more than you even thought. Way more. Like, if I did not do half of the work I did, I don't even think I would be here talking to you guys. I would not. I would not. Simple. There's so much emotion that's going on within my life that if I didn't work, I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have it. So, yeah, there's a lot to gain from working. And whether that be getting a job, whether that be working in university, or when I say working, I don't mean directly like a job. I mean like whatever it is that you're working on, just work. Or whatever it is that you want to do, work to be there. Work hard as ever. So yeah, you could be working on a project, on a project is very vague. Working on a song, working on a painting, working on a piece, working on an article, anything. Just work hard and don't stop. The only thing that can stop is your life. Just work hard as you can now. We're young now. We have all the time. So work hard and have it in mind that when you're older, the work won't stop, but slow down. You'll just slow down the amount of work you can do. And when I say it's going to slow down, I don't mean slow down to the point where you're basically doing nothing. It will slow down enough that you're still working as hard as you can. But at that age, it's just not as much as you were doing when you were this age. That is what I mean when I say work hard. It will change your life, man. It will change your life. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's my word of advice for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I did one in the morning today actually, and I did one now. We're going big time with this. I mean. But yeah, man. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've learned something. As long as one person learned something, I'm good. But I need to go sleep. If you were to see the time right now, oh shit, see the time. It's midnight. I need to go sleep, guys. So peace out. See ya.